Okay, now let us discuss about the decision making part. When writing any program in any programming language, first you will write an algorithm, then you will prepare a flowchart, a corresponding flowchart uh, from that algorithm, and finally you will start writing the program. Now, let's say, just imagine I have prepared the algorithm and the flowchart also. Now I'm writing the program, but there is a segment, there is a stage or step where I need to take some decision. Let's say I'm taking on any number from the user as input, and now I need to decide if that number is 2, then I will give a feedback. If that number is not 2, then I would not give any feedback. So this is kind of taking decision. So you know the symbol that work out in the flowchart, that is this. First I need to take the user input. I'm taking the input n. Now I will decide n equals to 2. If yes, do something. If no, do something. This is a part of the flowchart, my flowchart, as well as the algorithm. So if the result will yes, means if the user has input 2, if yes, then give a feedback, means it will be a processing block. Process is terminate, end, means I do not want to give any feedback because the user has not entered 2. So this is our flowchart. Now algorithm and the corresponding flowchart. And if I want to write the program, how I will do that? Include stdio.h main parenthesis int n. Let's take the input directly because else I will have to write more codes. Let's say n equals to 2, the declaration and definition on the same line. Now the decision making starts. If n equals to 2, this is kind of relational operator. Equals to sign, it is a relational operator, not the assignment operator. Assignment operator is the assignment itself, and all those arithmetic counterparts, means the plus equals to, minus equals to, and multiplication, modulo division equals to, those are. Right now I'm taking a decision. If n equals to 2, I'm checking. It means it's as it is a relational operator, it will find a relation. It will look for the relation between n and 2. N equals to 2, and I'm explicitly telling that compare the n, means which is already 2 with 2, so it will become true. So if this statement is true, then printf process, else do nothing. You can write else also, and else block. So one more thing comes here, the if block, the else if block. It will take some expression, it will also take some expression, and finally else. It means if it will check within the parenthesis, it will check some expression, compare something. This is an expression. If that is true, then it will execute the statements within these blocks. Whatever I will write inside this block will be executed if this expression is true, or statement is true. And if that is true, I cannot run this block. If this becomes true, then it will finish here. If somehow it fails, it is false, it becomes false, then this will be executed, means not be executed, this will be checked. So if this statement is true, then the contents of statements within this block will be executed. If it is also false, finally we will be executing anything written within the else block. Whatever we have written inside the else block will be executed then, because both of these expressions or statements they have become false. So this method using if, else, this falls under the control statements. So this is kind of a control statement, because I am taking control of the program flow. Let's say this is a flow of the program. This is a flow of the program. Now I am making some decision. On the basis of that decision, the flow will be changed. If it becomes true, means if n is 2, then the flow will be changed to this direction. If it is not true, then the flow will be changed, or it will be as it is to this direction. That's why we say this kind of statements, if, else, these are the control statements.